First, I want to remind you that the law of Yahweh deals with moral behavior. The entire law of Yahweh deals with moral behavior. From the beginning of the law until the last one, it all deals with moral behavior. How we relate to our Father Yahweh and how He relates to us. All of it is moral. For example, when you think about laws pertaining to criminal laws, crime against the public and crime against property and the penalties, all of that deals with social moral behavior. Every bit of it. We deal with rape, incest, sodomy. It's all social relations, moral behavior, how we are to conduct ourselves. So the total law is designed to take care of what's on that board right in front of you, moral behavior. So with that backdrop, let us go to Judges chapter 2. Judges chapter 2. Again in verse 13, we see where we, our forefathers, Israel, forsook Yahweh and served other gods. Now in verse 12, Yahweh said that when we followed other gods, the gods of the people round about us, and bowed ourselves to them, that this provoked Yahweh to anger. Give me the word provoke. We provoked Yahweh to anger. We studied the word forsake and found out that it's a terrible thing to forsake Yahweh. Serving another God provokes Yahweh. All right, provoke.
Provoke. To incite to anger.
To incite. I mean, at first Yahweh is real happy. Everything is all right, fine. But when you are guilty of verse 11, doing evil in Yahweh's sight, and then have nerve to compound the injury with serving a false god, Balaam, then turn around and forsake Yahweh after all of that, and then follow other gods. And then not only follow them, but bowed ourselves down to them in verse 12. All of this incited Yahweh to anger. I need insight. This didn't make Yahweh feel very good toward us. Read.
Provoke. To incite to anger or resentment.
Or resentment. Imagine the creator of the universe resenting us. Okay.
To stir or incite to action.
To stir. Yahweh was stirred up and took action against us. The man that made the sun, the moon, and the stars, that made the air we breathe, the food we eat, and the water we drink, got stirred up against us. And then he took action. The book said that he took action. And in verse 14 it says, the anger of Yahweh was hot against Israel, and he delivered them into the hands of spoilers that spoiled them. So he delivered us into the hands of our enemies because We forsook him. We did evil in his sight. We served other gods. We followed other gods. We bowed ourselves down to them and had nerve to forsake Yahweh and then turn around. That provoked him against us. He was incited to anger and then took action. Yahweh is not just a God sit idly by while we do what we want to do. And you may say, well, why would he be bothered about taking action against us? Why not just let us go on and be wicked and evil? We don't want to follow him. Just forget us. Why would he just don't care about us? Why not just don't think about us no more? Just, we crazy. We don't want to fool with Yahweh anymore. We want crazy gods. Well, one reason is Yahweh chose us to himself. Number two, we are his personal family. We are his blood children. And a father that has children, when they act crazy, he doesn't just throw them on the dump. When the father has children and they don't obey him, he doesn't say, well, I'll throw you away, forget you. You think more of the neighbor, the man down the street than you do me. Well, forget you, out. Oh, no. A father that loves his children is going to go get a great big rod and start beating real good. See, if we were no kin to Yahweh, if we were not his family, then he would have said long ago, well, hey, you don't want to serve me? I count you as nothing and less than nothing, like I do all the other nations. Isaiah 40:17. Let's go see. See, here's what he thinks of other people who not kin to him. This is for you who wonder, why is Yahweh taking this out on us? Why is he punishing us? Why is he making us pray? Or say we can go to hell if we don't want to pray. Why does he say fast and think about it? Why would Yahweh say if you don't want to work, you don't eat? If you don't want to obey me, then you won't eat at my table for a few days till maybe you appreciate it. Why did he just leave you alone and say, go on? Read.
All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. See, so all other nations are to Yahweh as nothing. Now, I'll take your scripture, Amos 3:2. We are Yahweh's family. Amos 3:2. If we were no kin to Yahweh, then we just wipe the whole planet out. Who cares about you wicked humans? Or inhumans, you stupid beasts and animals? Leave you to your own device, let you kill each other and have chaos. Why be concerned? Just leave the planet. Cut the oxygen supply short. Send a slow retardant on all vegetation. So after so many years, it just won't grow no more. Earth will be like brass. Amos 3:2, read. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
See, of all the families of the earth, we're the only family Yahweh knows. We are the only family that Yahweh knows. Of all the families of the whole earth, You, black man of America, are the only family I have known. Here I am among you now as my family. Praise God. Now, I made an agreement with your forefathers, who were also my family. I made an agreement with them. Deuteronomy 5:3. I made an agreement with your forefathers. Now, they may not have kept their word, and you may not keep yours. But since I'm not a man that I should lie, I'm going to keep mine. See, the agreement is not null and void because you don't keep it. I explained the agreement is a two-way agreement. It's a two-way affair. There are certain things I will do for you if you keep my agreement, our agreement, and there are a few things I'm going to do to you and all your children forever if you don't keep our agreement. Now, that's just the way it is. Because, see, we family. And you can do anything you want to do, but you won't get away with it. See, that's where any good father is. He tells his kids, say, look, son, now I want you to stay in the house. I'm getting ready to go downtown. I'm definitely going to leave the yard, and I'm going to leave the block, and you're going to see me drive off. I'm going to town. Now, son, daughters, I want you to stay in the house while I'm gone and don't let nobody in. Do you understand? Yes, I do. Now, if you don't stay in the house, or if you let somebody in, I am going to beat you half to death. Do you understand? Yes, I understand. All right. Now, I'm leaving. So Daddy goes and gets in the car. You looking out the window. You hear the car start, see it drive out of the driveway and drive down the block out of sight. And everybody holler, they gone! He gone! Now, you know what he gone mean, right? He hasn't said nothing but a word. Beat me means you got to catch me, Jack. So I am definitely going outside. And there's always a kid around, in the family, who said, you better not do that, boy. Daddy told you, you better not go outside. You better shut up. If you tell, I'm going to beat you to death. Then you walk up and punch him because you're the biggest, you know. Bill, if you tell, I'm going to kill you, nigga. And I am going outside. I'm going to tell Daddy. Yeah, I'm going to kill you. Bill. You going to tell? Bill. No, I ain't going to tell. Because after I get that beating, I'm going to come back and work on you, nigga. You understand what I mean? I ain't going to tell. But Daddy told you don't go out that door. Yeah, well, you know, hey. Look all down, look in the back window, backyard, no sight of Daddy. Going outdoors as sure as I'm born. And I'm going to play in such a way that I can see him coming. You know what I mean? And I'm going to beat the car in the driveway. I'm going to be in the house when he gets back. That's for sure. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Now see, Daddy already told me. I know how hard his beatings are. See, when he whip, he be hitting hard. You like for Mama to whip you, you know? It's not nearly as bad as Daddy. Now, Daddy told me he's going to kill me if he catch me. But I'm going to play anyway. It's called Playing and Have Fun. I'm going to take my chances. So sure enough, I go out. When I first go out, boy, I watch everything. I'm just playing. I'm watching everything, having fun. Pretty soon, I forget about Daddy. All I'm doing now is having fun. And all of a sudden, while I'm shooting my marbles and other stuff, I look up, and that is the car in my face with Daddy looking at me. Oh, and the other kids saw him, boy, and ran inside. There I am. I got a funny look on my face that everybody understands. But Daddy, they were out playing too. Yeah, but I see you. I'm fixing to kill you now. And you know your world is coming to an end shortly. You come in with a big stick, because see, you know he's going to keep his word. You gave your word that you weren't going outside. And sure enough, Daddy, being a good father, keeps his word. Tears you up. Now, why should we expect less out of God? It so happens that the God that made everything is our Father. For real. This is not an imaginary trip. Yahweh is our Father, and that's the proof in the book. Praise God. All right, now let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 5. Sometimes we have to break this down where we can clearly understand. Yahweh calls us children, and just like children, we just think Daddy ain't coming back. We got it figured out. He said the end of the world is coming. We don't see no end. You mean end? Don't look like no end to me. That's because you're not God. That's why it didn't look like an end to you. If you were God, you would know it was an end and take care of business, cause save your life. But then Yahweh lets things look one way, but he always warns us of what's coming. Now, Deuteronomy 5 and 2, read.
The Lord our God, Yahweh, made a covenant with us in Horeb.
Now wait a minute. Horeb, I never heard of this word before. How's he going to make a covenant or agreement with us? And us wasn't in Horeb. You know, I'm in America now. I'm in America now. I mean, how you going to take me back to Horeb, man? I mean, hey, I'm in America now. Talking about us. All right, the next verse. Let's see if we can get a handle on it. Read.
The Lord Yahweh made not this covenant with our fathers, but with us, even us, who are all of us here alive this day.
Now, I only have one question. Are you alive? You alive this day? Then this agreement was made with who? All who are what? When? Then see, you can't get away from this agreement. Say, well, hey, wait a minute now. God is a spirit. Read the next verse. Let's take care of your spirit. Read.
The Lord Yahweh talked with you face to face.
Where?
Face to face.
How?
In
Face to face means God has a face, huh? And he was in your face. Man to man, God to God. Only he's the mighty God to the little God. You understand? Oh, yes. That makes this covenant and agreement binding and real this day. You don't have anything to say now. Say, well, I don't remember being back there. Well, that's why I'm here, to bring it back to your remembrance. John 14:26. John 14:26. Say, I'm here to bring it to your remembrance. I don't remember. Well, we'll take care of that now. Your remembrance. John 14:26. Read.
But the Comforter, which is the Holy Ghost.
That's me, the Word. Holy Ghost is an allegory standing for Yahweh Ben Yahweh, the Son. Lead.
Whom the Father will send in my name.
See, I'm come in his name. So his name is what? Yahweh. I'm come in his name, Yahweh. My name is Yahweh. Read.
He shall teach you all things, and bring all things to your remembrance, whatsoever I have said unto you.
See? I'm here right now, this day, while you're alive, teaching you all things and bringing all things that Yahweh said to you to your remembrance. Now, what's your escape clause? How you going to get away now? You don't know who I am? Well, let's go back to Deuteronomy 5, verse 6, and find out who I am. In case you've forgotten, now let me remind you. I am Yahweh, your God, who has brought you out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. That's who I am. I'm the same one. Yeah. I made an agreement with you then, and I have incarnated you today. You are here alive this day through incarnation, not I don't believe in reincarnation, but incarnation. So you have no way to escape. You just don't remember. Because in bringing you through the birth process and giving you a body and going through the womb, you couldn't remember. I brought you out, but that's why I'm here. To bring it all back to your remembrance. You can, it seems like you remember, right? Say, yeah, kind of. Something deep down inside of me kind of remembers Horeb, you know. I feel like if I got back over there now and stood on Horeb, I believe I would remember being there. It seems like, have you ever, see, I already know this. Check this out. Have you ever been someplace that seemed like you already been there before? Oh, yeah, it's real. Have you ever started to talk a conversation that seemed like you know what's going to be said next? And sure enough, what you thought was going to be said next was said. See, it's called remembrance. So you have amnesia. But I'm healing your memory. And I'm bringing all things back to your remembrance. Oh, glory. Now, in verse 9, I'm telling you, I am Yahweh, your God, and I'm jealous. Oh, yeah, see, when you start bowing down, let me go back over to Judges. See, in Judges chapter 2 now, when you start bowing yourself down to some other God, I get jealous, upset. I'm upset. So that incites me to anger, and I take action. But since you're my children and my family, I don't want to kill you out. I just want to kill up on you a little bit. Come here and kill you, you know what I mean? You think your daddy is finna kill you, boy, the way he be beating on you, but he just want to kill up on you to try to stop you from being immoral. Glory. But I'm not going to kill up on all of you, just most of you. Jeremiah 30:11. Jeremiah 30:10.
Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob.
Now this is to you who are my servants. This is you who come and serve me. When you're immoral, serving me seems evil. But in Judges chapter 2, verse 11 and 12, you have no trouble serving Balaam. The false god, see, you don't think that's evil. That seems to be all right in your mind. Serving Balaam and the false god and false religion, you just think serving white people, you just, hey, man, you know, it's the way it is. Work for the white man, you know. Think that's pretty cool. You pay me. See, nothing wrong with serving a false god, someone that's not God, and that's not your father. But there are some who will come and serve me as Jacob and Israel. That's who this verse is directed to. Then there exists a majority of my people who think it's evil to come and serve me. Well, I have an agreement with every black man in America, a descendant of the slaves. I have an agreement with every one of you. You whose heart is fixed to come and serve me, well, I'm talking to you here. And you who don't want to serve me, that's under the sound of my voice momentarily, here and across America, at the various temples, and in your homes, and as I communicate to you through my literature every week, if you don't want to serve me, I'm going to talk to you in just a minute in verse 11. Now, see, I'm going to get you, just like Daddy said he's going to get you if you go out the house. See, if you go out the house, I'm going to get you. If you didn't go out the house, I'm not going to get you. If you obey my word, I won't get you. If you beat me back in the house, I didn't see you leave, well, you know, I be being Daddy, I know what you be doing. You know, I saw that stuff running the house, you know, something real fast. I know what color it was. All I have to do is come in and see, look over the house and see what color you have on. I know it was you, see. But I know by you running, at least you scared of me. Wow, Daddy, I messed up. Let me get in the house. See, the other joke, he didn't even run. He just stood up and looked at Daddy. You know, well. So I have two messages here. One for the one that served me, one for the one that think it's evil to serve me. But either way, you're under my jurisdiction and authority. And I am definitely going to deal with you. Because we have an agreement. Oh, glory. Now, while we think about this agreement, let's read verse 10 again.
Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob.
See, you who are my servants, you don't have to be scared of my punishment. Read on.
Saith the Lord Yahweh, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid.
You won't have to be afraid of anything, because you're my servant. Read on.
For I am with thee.
This is still continuing with my servant. All right, you who serve me now, keep reading. This is still good news, because I'm with you. Don't you see me? You that serve me, I'm right here with you. Though I come from afar to save you. I'm not a local phenomenon. I come from afar. I'm the one talking to you, saith Yahweh. To do what? To save you. Read on.
Though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee.
See, they're not my family. So it's all right if I make a full end of all nations. They're not my family anyway. Read on.
Yet will I not make a full end of thee.
See, I didn't say I wasn't going to get you. I just won't make a full end. But I'm definitely going to make an end to you that won't serve me. Now, all you have to do is try me. Like the kid that won't stay indoors when I say I'm going to kill you if you can. All you got to do is don't serve me. That's all. And you'll get the same reward as those nations. That's no kin to me anyway. But I will correct you, huh? How?
In measure, and
go ahead.
And will not leave thee altogether unpunished.
So you're going to get a punishment. Don't you worry about it if you don't serve me. Glory. Now Leviticus 26. Starting at verse 14. This is a penalty for disobedience. Penalties for disobedience. Leviticus 26, 14. Read.
But if ye will not hearken unto me.
What does hearken mean? All right, if you won't listen to me, now this is for you who hard-headed. I'm telling you what's good. I'm telling you what's right. I place before you life and death, good and bad. And you can make your little choice now. See, I've already told you. We made an agreement. If you obey me, listen to me, I'll bless you. But now here we go. If you will not listen unto me, read.
And will not do all these commandments, and if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, I also will do this unto you.
Now this is for you who disobey, who hate what I teach, don't like what I teach, don't want to serve me. You want to serve false religion, false gods, white people as God. You want to have materialism as your God. You don't want to bow yourself down to me because I look like you. You want to bow down to your enemy because he looked different. Well, just remember, I'm bringing to your remembrance, we got an agreement. And you that don't want to serve me and worship me and bow down to me and keep my statutes, laws, and judgments and commandments, I promise you this is what I'm fixing to do to you. Read.
I will even appoint over you terror.
That's what I promised you in this article this week, Yahweh, Politics, and Morals, that if you don't come and stand on the side of Yahweh, I will appoint over you politicians who are base men, and they will cause you great mental anguish. Now, I wrote it in black and white so that the world can see what I said and it won't go away. You won't be able to say you don't remember it like that. You know how people be having bad memory when it's time to receive punishment? Our memory gets real fuzzy. I don't remember you saying that now like that. I know you God and everything and you don't be lying, but see, I just don't remember. You gonna punish me for something I don't remember? I say, I don't remember you saying. Well, I wrote it in black and white, so when your memory get bad, all I have to do is give it to you and it's immediately refreshed. So I'm refreshing your memory tonight. Now, see, I'm going to appoint over you white people who are going to terrorize you. Read.
consumption, and the burning ague.
That's that rough gonorrhea, boy. It burns bad. Okay, go ahead.
That shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart. And ye shall sow your seed in vain.
You'll have children in vain. It'll be just for nothing. Read.
For your enemies shall eat it.
Look, you got enemies, and they're going to eat your children alive, destroy them, consume them away. Read.
And I will set my face against you.
Why will I set my face against you? Because you forsake me, refuse to keep my laws, statutes, judgments, commandments, our agreement. But I agreed to punish you if you don't do what I said. And you accepted the conditions of our contract. We made a contract. I said, if you keep my laws, I'll raise you high above all nations. But see, I have another condition in the contract, and it's not fine print. It's not written by lawyers in mumbo-jumbo language. Clear cut. 2 conditions. You are my children, and you should show forth to the nations moral behavior. And if you show forth to the nations moral behavior, I'll raise you high above all nations, make you rich, and to be a ruler over them.